It's been a while since I made a video. A lot has happened. Pac-Man and Smash, Mercedes-Benzes and Mario Kart. Well anyways, on to the video. Hey everybody, it's Ashan and welcome to the very first episode of Badass Backstories. My own original series where I talk about the origins of different characters and how they came to be. Today's debut episode will feature the one and only Master Hand. Now, most of Master Hand's origins are unknown, but I'll reveal to you what we know so far about him, and then I'll talk about some facts and some theories. Now, let's get started. Master Hand is a genderless, large, disembodied right glove from the Super Smash Bros. Series, and made his first appearance in the original Super Smash Bros. For the N64, where he supposedly uses his imagination to give his playset of Nintendo characters life and put them in battle against each other. Now, I don't know if I should call him a sick, twisted freak for making our beloved Nintendo characters fight each other, or one awesome dude for making my favorite video game. Oh, Master Hand, you. After a character defeats all challengers, he or she is transported to a battlefield known as Final Destination, which is also known as Master Hand's residence, where he or she battles against Master Hand. After defeating the being, players revert to their doll state, because without Master Hand's imagination, the characters are lifeless dolls. Master Hand represents creation. He is the creator of the Super Smash Bros. Universe, and he loves to create things. But then there's Crazy Hand, who was first introduced in Super Smash Bros. Melee, where after bringing Master Hand's health down by half, Crazy Hand comes to his aid. Crazy Hand is pretty much the opposite of Master Hand. He is a disembodied left glove and represents destruction. He's also the brother of Master Hand. The two hands are always in conflict of create and destroy. Now for some theories. Some theories suggest Master Hand is a child that is playing with his toys, and all of Super Smash Bros. Was just in the child's imagination. There are also theories that Crazy Hand could be the brother of the child. This is backed up by one of Crazy Hand's descriptions reading, "The twin brother of Master Hand. Crazy Hand is a left hand and is a hidden boss in the game. It is described as the embodiment of a child who derives pleasure from destroying his creations as opposed to Master Hand's will to play around." And another thing I just thought about was that if Master Hand is a right hand and Crazy Hand is a left hand, maybe there's an entire body or being that they belong to. And I can't be the only one that noticed how Mario and Master Hand have the same glove, but I'm just saying. In Super Smash Bros. Melee's opening, Master Hand does not make an appearance, but you do see a human hand, which some people think could possibly be Master Hand's true form, but that's just speculation. Now I'm going to read some trophy info for both Master Hand and Crazy Hand. This is kind of like a Super Smash Bros. Version of a Pokédex entry. Let's start off with Master Hand. The Master Hand awaits anyone who survives the long and difficult road to the final destination. The symbolic link between the real world and the imaginary battlefields of Super Smash Bros. Melee is quite a handful in battle. And just because it wears a white glove doesn't mean it fights clean. Get ready to be flicked, swatted, punched, and poked like crazy. The next description reads, "A being tied to the link between this world, where trophies fight, and the world beyond. The meaning of his existence is unknown, as are his goals, but he seems to have obtained and kept hidden a power that borders on absolute. He also seems to feel a certain joy in challenging chosen warriors who've claimed many victories. He waits even now in Final Destination." Now on to Crazy Hand. Where Master Hand loves to create, his alter ego is impulsive and destructive, consumed with that hollow feeling which comes from destroying one's own creations. Crazy Hand appears when a player clears obstacles quickly and Master Hand's power is low. You have only one chance to defeat Crazy Hand. And his next description reads, "Seemingly a manifestation of the destructive spirit in direct contrast to Master Hand, who is the manifestation of the creative spirit. Crazy Hand appears out of nowhere when Master Hand's power begins to ebb. His repeated attack evoke the bizarre. Those who must face Master Hand and Crazy Hand at the same time face a long and painful battle to the death. Well, that's it for the trophy info, but since we're on the topic of Crazy Hand, I'll just finish up what we know about him. Now, while Master Hand's movesets are very relaxed and easygoing, Crazy Hand moves in dysfunctional and erratic ways. Crazy Hand looks exactly the same as Master Hand, apart from being a left hand, but is more chaotic in general. He is impulsive and destructive. When Crazy Hand was first introduced in Melee, it was a more dangerous foe than Master Hand. However, Master Hand was buffed in Brawl, making Crazy Hand now less powerful than Master Hand. Now, I don't think Master Hand is necessarily evil, but I do think Crazy Hand is. Many of Crazy Hand's attacks use darkness, much like Ganondorf, suggesting he is more inclined to evil than Master Hand. This is also backed up by the fact that Crazy Hand is the left-handed brother of Master Hand, which could have been inspired by an old saying that the left hand is evil in the past. There are also a lot of connections between the left hand and evil in many folklore. For thousands of years, the devil has been associated with the left hand in various ways, and is normally portrayed as being left-handed in pictures and other images. At first, in the subspace emissary of Super Smash Bros. Brawl, it appears as Master Hand is behind all of the well-coordinated attacks on the main characters of the game, but in the end, it is revealed that Master Hand is merely a puppet of Taboo. Knowing that he would be able to use Master Hand to recruit fighters to aid him in his goals, Taboo defeats Master Hand with the Chains of Light sometime before the plot of Subspace Emissary begins. Some people speculate that in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Master Hand was killed after Taboo attacked him, cause there was even blood on him, which I'm sure surprised a lot of us. Now that's just speculation, but we'll have to wait till the next Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS to come out before we are sure. But it's most likely he'll be back since he was in every other game. In Super Smash Bros. Melee, one sound in the sound test announces Master Hand's name in the same form that other characters are announced, which has caused fans to speculate about the possibility that Master Hand was planned to be included as a playable character. In 2008, it was discovered that Master Hand was selectable as a playable character, using a complex method on a controller port 3 involving A and B button presses. Master Hand is controllable once the stage loads. There are many issues when using Master Hand, so it's more of a bug than a full-on playable character. If you play as him on Pokemon Stadium, his name will even appear on the screen. In Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, Master Hand will be a reoccurring boss throughout the game. Vacuuming him up will give Kirby the Smash ability, an ability that gives Kirby some of his moves from Super Smash Bros. Melee, though in a slightly altered state. Master Hand also appears later in the game as a boss alongside Crazy Hand. They are also the bosses of Candy Constellation, which is the 9th level in Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. Now the reason for why they make appearances in the game is most likely because Masahiro Sakurai, the creator of Super Smash Bros., is also the creator of Kirby. While Master Hand and Crazy Hand as a character are unique to the Smash series, both of their attacks are very similar to Wham Bam Rock's attacks in Kirby Superstar. Wham Bam Rock performs a move that involves putting its hand over the player and making rocks fall. Crazy Hand does a move that is very similar, but Crazy Hand's rocks explode with darkness. Both Wham Bam Rock, Master Hand, and Crazy Hand perform a move that involves walking across the stage to flick the player. They both will also try to grab onto the player and cause damage, and since Kirby Superstar is older than Super Smash Bros., it's likely that Master and Crazy Hand were inspired from Wham Bam Rock. Now to end off this episode, I'll talk about the announcer of Super Smash Bros. Now the announcer normally says the name of each of the opponents you face. However, when you face Master Hand, he is silent. It is assumed that Master Hand is, in fact, the announcer. This is supported by the fact that the voice actor of the announcer, regardless of which Smash game, also voiced Master Hand as well as Crazy Hand. They are voiced by Jeff Manning in Super Smash Bros., Dean Harrington in Super Smash Bros. Melee, and Pat Cashman in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Hey guys, thanks for watching the very first episode of Badass Backstories. You can watch some of my other videos I've uploaded, like WWE related videos, Nintendo related videos, or creepypasta videos, and much, much more. Stay tuned, subscribe if you like my videos, comment down below on what you think I should make, and thanks for everything. Have a nice day. Next time on Badass Backstories.
I've been waiting for you, Star Fox.